Give me a couple minutes, y'all. I am trying to just trying to still locate what I want to discuss here. So we got to do the juror review, and then we're gonna jump into courtroom strategy setup. Courtroom setup strategy. All right, so I tried to ask chat, but I ain't paid for it in a while, so it be trying to be silly and waste my questions. Now all of a sudden it thinks ChatGPT thinks it's a damn genie, and what it does is it sits up there and acts like it's answering questions from 6 months ago, and I'm like, motherfucker, that's not what I said, but that's how it's acting. I'm sure it's just me. Keep in mind, I also went through a page where ChatGPT would not say my name. Why do you think I go by he whose name shall not be, she whose name shall not be mentioned? Because that's how they was playing me. Chat GPT and AI was playing me like that. So what the fuck? And I had to tell the chat that Isis is an Egyptian goddess. And they was like, oh yeah, that's right. But I still can't say it. That is what it said to me. I had to call the developers. I had to call the company. I had to write to the company and tell them to get that shit together. Because what the fuck? Why can't I use my name on ChatGPT? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you gonna tell me my life, girl? You better get out of here. All y'all judgmental folks can kiss the bottom of my shoes. I swear to God. Anyway, fucking shit. Courtroom. This might be a book on Amazon, y'all. I'm telling you, because I bet you there is a. Oh, I ain't never know it. I ain't never know it, y'all. Okay, courtroom setup. Strategy. Oh, wait a minute. So the YSL. Oh, maybe they're going to discuss it. So the YSL is the only thing that came up when I typed this in, and I need to see a what is video clip. I don't even know what the fuck this is talking about. See, a freed, a lawyer. See, all this is important. This says a lawyer free young thug. Now he's defending Diddy. So those selections, just like Rotten Mango said yesterday, the selection of having certain this other Tom was saying earlier, the other content creator, he was saying how this Diddy's stupid for having the lady because the lady can't stand up and listen. Here's what I want to know. If thugs and criminals is this fucking stupid, why the fuck am I the broke bitch? What the fuck? I've been applying myself. I must really have a disability that's horrible because these stupid ass goddamn fake ass criminals and thugs and demons and fucking wannabe Lucifer motherfuckers sit up here and this fool got the nerve to say on the damn whatever's live. Oh, it hurts my feelings to be run by such idiocy, to be confined to a prism or prison of run by such fucking imbeciles. How dare us be dominated by imbeciles? They are complete fucking fools. All of them. If it wasn't for a gun, bitch, or a weapon, you wouldn't be able to do nothing because you all are fucking fools. I wish you could see my face right now. You are fucking fools. I can't even remember what the boy said. I just got so upset about the fact it was so goddamn fucking ridiculous. And I'm sitting up there at that point. I was thinking, oh, here's what it was. He said, and he was He was he was for real. Okay, he was in his feelings when he said this. I gotta get up on this stuff still, but I can't because I gotta explain this part to y'all. This young man said that the lady, and he got this from another stupid fucking lawyer. He said that Diddy can't get up, that the lawyer, the woman that he got on the team, maybe I'm stupid. I apologize, sir. It could be me. He said it don't matter for him. He paying her a million or two, and that's why I'm saying: is this boys against the girls? Is this even real? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we dealing with? Are we in a real reality, or am I in a simulation? Because why did this sound so absurd to me? He said the lady that is remember I used to part my hair in the dark. Okay, the lady that's on Diddy's team that previously has been sexually assaulted by the mentions of people like in the likeness of Mr. Birdman, but at the same time that got dropped, and all of a sudden you got to remember that as we is leading up to this, Birdman name gets pulled out, and he done hooked up with Tony Braxton. Well, I saw that back in the day, and then Tony Braxton like, no, he used to always come around to the house, and he was always looking out for the kids. We all got the same story. Yeah, is she Tony fucking Braxton or whoever she was that he's married to or supposed to be married to? Because now I see they done broke up, but I'm like, they name got mentioned. They was in and out real quick. I don't even know if I'm talking about the same people because the news cycle is moving as fast as I am, and just at that minute trying to explain it. All right, so how'd I get over here? Okay, I can't even finish. Get back. I can't even get back. I'll be going so far off the path. I can't bring it back sometimes. This is my Mother's Day. So thank you for having a cup of tea with me. I do need some more coffee. The coffee machine's on. It ain't a bit of coffee in there, y'all. None. It's gone. All right. So I can't. Okay. Let's get into these. Let's just try to find these courtroom styles. Okay. The YSL. Okay. If the lady can't bring up her, she can't bring up her the fact that she was assaulted in the courtroom. And like I guess, like it was said in a way, it was said so passionately from the content creator that it made it seem as though he had been in the barbershop with his boys, and the lead boy was like, "Yo, man, he can't even use Danny Court." I talked to my homie that's a lawyer the other day. You know, my uncle worked on the Shrine law firm. He said, "Nah, man, she ain't gonna be able to." Duh. Why would she be bringing up her damn uh background to help Diddy out his case? It's not the fact that she is going to bring up her background that would be helping Diddy. It's the fact that she's there like a dumbass. But bitch, we dumb when it comes to millions of dollars. We be dumb for a minute. Like, oh, I'll be a dumbass for 30 days. I'll be a dumbass for how long I gotta be a dumbass for? And I ain't okay. You're not going to try to come back and try to do something to me like you did to every other motherfucker involved with the case, allegedly. No, you're not going to come back on me as your lawyer if you don't get off. You nothing like that. So I got to be done for how long? And it's how many million? Oh, okay. And I can write books. Bitch, I'm going to be set for life after this. Are you going to be a dummy? I don't know. Is this the problem with the whole case? Yes. The imbalance of power between men and women is the problem. The fact that we do shit and don't get paid is the motherfucking problem. I once was in a group home with some other ladies that had been in prison together. Okay, and they were sitting up there. They used to be pulling jailhouse tricks on me because I was at work. I have never been in a prison. So they just lumped us all together because the situation required such. It was like during COVID or something, and I needed a place to stay. The point is, I don't remember the point. The point is, I might have just wanted to say that part. But okay, so the YSL lady, she can't bring out the fact that she's been in this type of circumstance. She can't bring it out. This guy thinks she can. The, they must have been in a group because this guy was really representing that back to as a content creator to a public, like an unknowing public. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even think that she could? It is her mere presence that is supposed to be helping the case, but she's gonna be, she would be being stupid for whatever amount of time. And like I said, is that the problem? Is that the bottom point of the case? That they are sitting up here treating women and children as though we are less than. And that goes back to the video that I did a couple days ago, because during the Sean Atwood discussion with somebody A, Nick A maybe, he wrote a book, and he said that the way that they view, I can't even say it. Why don't you go find that or find my video? Because you know what I'm saying? It's like basically their view of women and children is what leads to this happening, because it's not viewed as a crime, it's viewed as a sin. And sins you can pray away. And it is their belief that women and children don't have a personality. And when he said that, what I picked up is they think women and children ain't got no soul. Also, they think that children need beat. It was like in this discussion about the Catholic Church that children need beat to have subservience and submission. Like they're not gonna do what you say ever, so you have to beat. I'm like, what the hell? Why? I just be struggling for some type of understanding as to why things are the way they are. And when you hear shit like that and it comes from places on high like the Vatican and Catholic churches, and then you look back at the world and they say this percent is Catholic, and you're like, oh fuck, them bitches, you are the people wearing the robes. That is the basis of your belief, and you judge on your belief. You are the people. So this is at the upper echelons. This belief. You are the people, and you judge on your belief. You are the people. So this is at the upper echelons. This belief. You are the people who wear the suits. You're the lawyer, and you base your job and your background on defending based on your belief. Okay? It ain't just the Catholic Church. I don't think it is. And that's because this whole world has been set off on something else, because y'all went back when y'all had took the Holy Grail like you wasn't supposed to put your damn hands on it, and you did whatever wickedness that allowed you to move it or move it about, or whoever done did it or whatever. This gotta trace back to that shit. I bet you it does. You wasn't supposed to do it, and you wrote lies in order to try to set yourself up. I don't know. It's hard to explain that part because yeah. Okay, Diddy and the jury. So no, she can't bring. Why would she be sitting up there talking about I, as a former woman who has been offended, don't feel like that the defendant could ever do nothing like this. I've been to his freak offs, and I'm saying that no way has this ever happened. She not a damn witness. She is a lawyer. Of course, you were never gonna see what she was gonna say. She's there for presence, okay? And I hate to have to call the sister a dummy, but damn it, we live in a world like it is. I'm not saying that she's a dummy. Really, I'm saying it's $1 million. It's $2 million. It's an endless cup of $2 million, because she gonna be able to say whatever problem, and then she gonna get more court cases. Just like when I went to go look up the Diddy thing, here's what come up: a lawyer-free young thug. Now he's defending Diddy. So that's the second one. The first one is that. So let's see. Linda Moreno is on his team, and she's a jury consultant. She getting a couple million. Okay. Brian Steele is, I think, the one. Let me look here. The story is from May 5th of 2025. Okay, let me see if this will let me pull this up because I've been over here drive talking so far. Yeah, okay. This is the one from uh Young Thugs. And remember, Young Thug, that wasn't that entertaining. The little snippets I saw were very entertaining. That, but I don't know what. See, there was see, it's this guy was really arguing that he got all kind of lawyers. So because this thing is so he got like 10, and I want to look at this. Look at this shit. Um, how many people I want to know how many people are on the okay, it's 7 players. It's so funny. I once did a court case against one of my old jobs. They really had 7 lawyers. And I had to write in just specially. Once I realized they had 7, I kept looking like it kept adding. First it was just one, and then it was 2, and then it was like it was about 4, and then it was 7. And it was these old ass men that got in on the case. And the last minute. Because they wanted to get some money too. Because then it was about some money. You see what I'm saying? Okay, now see, and it was just me by myself, and I don't have a fucking law degree. So I had to point out. I said, wait a minute. I said, why do y'all have 7 lawyers against me? I said, I don't even have a law degree. I don't understand why it takes so many lawyers for y'all to sit up here and try to prove y'all right. It wasn't that. It was that my company, which is why I started being in this circumstance where I got the boo-hoos and shit. Okay, the company that I was working for knew they was fucking wrong and I could have proved it by myself, but I was getting on my own nerves and I don't got the patience for this. That's why the fuck I'm paying attention because I realized they are playing bullshit games in these courtrooms down from the dates that they schedule shit. I was pointing out the fact that Cassie's ass came to New York on Thursday, the day that they didn't fucking have no court. She said if there was a big old thing on my fucking Google or whatever and whatnot, the news that set up there and said that she was in New York. Then the next day they come with the hemming and hawing in the courtroom. I was like, they fucking playing. They fucking playing because the whole thing was being based on. So this lawyer was on the Diddy trial. I mean the YSL trial, and now he's on Diddy's case. So this is Brian Steele. Okay. So now we know there's Linda Moreno. Brian Steele was from YSL. And see, all of his lawyers, he got a lawyer on there that's for I think they're the trafficking lawyer. And that's what like Tony Rico's specialty, they're all specialists. Tony Rico's specialty was Tony Rico has represented Osama bin Laden and somebody else. Okay? Like he was a specialist. And it's something about Diddy's trial that Tony Rico was like, I cannot represent this dude. And coincidentally, that was slightly after a time period. I think it was the Monday of the weekend after Biggie's mom passed. Straight up, no chase. I've been following this shit, okay? And this is what it is. This is what it's been so far. So let me see if it's any more. And then we about to look at the whole Diddy trial thing at period. So since okay, Brian Steele, is there anybody else? What? Right, Drake wrote a song now called Brian Steele. You can go look that up. THC infused drinks. Yeah, fucking law about that. It's like they must think that marijuana is friggin' spinach for Popeye because they are all over it. Like it is just the biggest crime. Like, come on, man, get out of here with that. Is it really? Or we had people bothering you? Okay, my bad. So, Brian Field. Let's look at. We still ain't got around to these damn. Um, how many people Okay, so there's 7 players on a football team defensive line. There are 7 players. And how many lawyers do we got? And that's why I started talking about my jobs and how I have been on job circumstances where there have been, I'm defending myself in court against 7 lawyers. So how many lawyers? Diddy got 7 at the table, and then on the opposite side is a 6 pack of white women. Ain't that a mess? I'm sorry for saying that, Judge. I'm not trying to be offensive to them. I'm trying to make mockery of that guy being defensive. I mean, being offensive to those women on the prosecution team. All this is play and all of it's strategy. These people are strategizing from the time that they set up the court date. I'm talking about down to the fucking astrological symbols. Okay? They were doing this by the sign and by the time, especially with Diddy involved, because Diddy is ritualistic. He likes the shit and he did the shit and it's part of the case. It is part of it and it's orchestration. And because, I mean, shoot, go find ley lines, go find the fucking latitude and longitude of that fucking courtroom. Is it sit on a square or is it on a block? Okay? Is it facing diagonal? In Phoenix, it faces diagonal. The streets here, the streets here, the streets here, the streets here, but the entrance is based on a diagonal. You understand what I'm saying? You got to figure out the game that they're playing, and it's all the way down to the architecture. And that's why we want to look at the organization, courtroom setup. Y'all heard about the Illuminati card game? Mm. I knew it was something in my bones. I knew it. So this is from them. Strategies for success in the courtroom. How do you prepare for excellence? I want to see some diagrams. He said layout. In today's trials, integrating technology in the courtroom setup is not just a convenience, yada yada yada. So they got all this, but I want to see if they have studied this to any degree, because I bet you this is part of law school. Because this makes sure that or your offense stronger. If your lawyer doesn't know courtroom strategy, like the setup, see the psychological impact of courtroom design on trial participants, on the participants. We ain't talking about the jury yet. The design and layout of a courtroom can have a profound psychological effect on all trial participants, including ultimately how justice is administered. Some key psychological aspects. I'm sorry, some key psychological considerations in the courtroom. Seating arrangements. So we just think about this when tomorrow when they start when that girl on Rotten Mango describes to us because nobody can be as descriptive because they got multiple people in the press box. Okay, I put this from what she described it as. I need some snacks. All right. Seating arrangements. The placement and arrangement of seating can impact how participants interact with one another. For example, positioning the jury box relative to the witness stand and attorney's table can influence how jurors perceive testimony and arguments. A layout that promotes clear lines of sight can enhance communication and help jurors feel more connected to the trial. Lighting. Remember, she said there were 10 different chandeliers in there. Proper lighting is essential for visibility and setting the mood in the courtroom. Lighting can, I need to know who gets to choose this. Bright, even lighting can create an atmosphere of transparency and openness, while poor lighting may lead to discomfort. In a courtroom can subtly influence emotions and perceptions. For instance, neutral tones may help create a calm and focused environment, while harsher colors could increase tension. Thoughtful use of color can contribute to a courtroom environment that supports fairness and calm deliberation. How psychology influences trial outcomes, juror perception. The environment in which jurors receive information can affect their attention and retention. A well designed courtroom that maximizes distractions, that minimizes distractions and enhances color, enhances comfort. Can they remember they said how hard the benches was? Okay. A well designed courtroom that minimizes distractions, and she said there was sheer on the windows and enhances comfort, can lead to more attentive and engaged jurors, which can impact their decision making. Now I don't know how them jury seats look, but she said the people on the benches that she said that was uncomfortable, and they little girls, they little women, okay, they skinny on the behind. Woo! Witness comfort and credibility. Witnesses who feel comfortable and secure in their surroundings are more likely to provide clear, confident testimony. I'm not going to read all this. I want y'all to read it. So this is where I found this part. But what I want is I want some diagrams, and I want to know who gets to pick the jury. And I think I'm going to have to ask my assistant. Separate zones delineated. How to set up courtrooms for high profile cases, separate zones. Delineated zones for the media, public, and legal teams help maintain focus and prevent unauthorized access to sensitive areas. For example, the jury box should be isolated from the public to avoid the jury box should be isolated from the public to avoid undue influence. Let's see if anything is described about that. Advanced technology, high profile cases often involve complex evidence which may require advanced audio and visual systems to present effectively. Ensuring that this technology is reliable and discreet is critical. And then that's all I see that I want to in a famous how a good courtroom setup can impact a famous case. Huh. Maintaining order and focus. A well organized setup minimizes distractions, yada, 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 yada. Fairness and transparency. A courtroom designed to handle the complexities of high profile cases can help ensure who picks this shit. Well, I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out. Who gets to pick the way that a courtroom is set up for a high profile court case? It's supposedly the assistants are telling me that it is a collaborative process that takes into account various factors, who the presiding judge is. Here's a breakdown of who is usually involved. The presiding judge is involved, the courtroom administration and staff, the attorneys for both sides, the security personnel. Damn, everybody's involved basically. Well, duh. That told me no, that told me absolutely shit. All right, let's figure out if we can find anything on layouts. I need images basically, and I need a drink. Okay, we got something. AV courtroom. So let's just look at the AV. Nah, that ain't even enough people. Apparently, this thing got 10 damn chandeliers. Layout of a criminal courtroom. Let's just take a look at this, just to see kind of what it's saying here. All right, let me see if I can zoom in. So it says it don't. Okay, let's just do this. All right. So yeah. So the coat of arms, and now this is supposed to be a layout of a criminal courtroom. It says the coat of arms is what sits behind the judge. See how it says judge here, and it says coat of arms. So see, these ain't got nothing behind them, and it's supposed to be a big giant courtroom. See how this is a coat of arms here at this one. But so why? So look at this here, right? That is like a seal. But let me show you what's behind the Subramanium. Give me a second. I gotta click some things around and Let me get a drink. Y'all hang tight. I might end this one. I'm gonna end this one and I'll be back. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hang in there, but you gotta hang in there with me, okay? Just give me a minute. I'm gonna take a break. Look up Ice Beats, but just look up one of my songs. Type in I Was Wrong. That's number one. A number one also is Two Left Contacts. That's the number two, the word left contacts. Just support the music, support the channel in some kind of way if you can. I'm gonna pull up these layouts and then I'll be back. Thanks for checking us out, and I'll see you soon. I'm always in the wrong button. I got a lot of buttons, but it's a lot of buttons. Look, even if I'm gonna go out, I gotta go out with a I like that one. All right, let's see. I'll be back. Okay, peace.